Bhagavatam and present verses and realizations. Currently, we all are reading Gajendra's prayers. Gajendra, when he is stuck in a with a crocodile, and he's in so much trouble, and that's the time he's calling Lord and completely surrendering, and how Lord is coming and saving him. So today we have very wonderful devotees, SatyaRupa Prabhu Samanvitha presenting, and Rasmai Mataji supporting them. Over to you, SatyaRupa Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you for providing an opportunity to present. Today we are going to present on Gajendra prayers. Samanvita tell one sloka and she will share her realization. And I am sharing one sloka and my realization. And on top of that, the top, the, the key points we understood in the Gajendra prayers. So I am sharing my screen. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaye Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktirbhavati Naishiki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Mishwaram Harihi Om Om Tat Sat. Samanvita, you want to go?
Nayatsya deva rishayam padam vidur janto punah korati gantumiritam yatana tasya kibir visistato duryantura karmana sanmavavatu. An artist on stage being covered by attractive dresses and dancing with different movements is not understood by his audience. Similarly, the activities and the features of the supreme artist cannot be understood even by the demigods or great sages, and certainly not by those who are unintelligent like animals. Neither demigods and sages Neither the demigods and the sages nor the unintelligent can understand the features of the Lord, nor they can express his words in his actual position. May that Supreme Personality of Godhead give me protection. The key points that we understood from 8.3.6, even great yogis, demigods, saints, and sages have been unable to understand the bodily features of that great artist, nor could they have understood the meaning of his movements. What then is to be said of ordinary speculators, like the so-called philosophers of the material world? For them, he is impossible to understand. We must simply accept the word of Lord Ramachandra, Lord Krishna, and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and follow in their footsteps. If by the Lord's grace one can understand him, one will immediately be delivered, even within his material body. The material body will no longer have any function, and whatever activities take place with the body will be the activities of Krishna consciousness. In this way, one may give up his body and return home back to Godhead. A similar understanding was expressed by Kunti Devi. The Supreme Lord exists everywhere, within and without. He even exists within the heart. Sarvasya chaham siddhi sannivishto Ishvara sarva bhutanam hridesha junatistati. Thus, it is indicated that everyone can understand the Supreme Lord within one's heart. There are many, many yogis trying to find him. Dhyana vastita tadgatena manasa pashyanti yam yoginaha. The key points that we understood in the Gajendra prayers are, in these verses, it is assured that even if a person engaged in devotional service falls down, he is not degraded, but is placed in a position in which he will due course of time remember the Supreme Personality of Godhead. To enable one to achieve perfection, Krishna gives one the chance to remember him again. Even if there is some fall down, practicing Krishna conscious never goes in vain. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita 4.8, by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Parityanaya sadhunam vinashaya shadushkritam, by the Lord's activities of saving the devotees and annihilating the demons are transcendental. Anyone annihilated by the Supreme Personality of Godhead gets the same result as the devotee who protected by the Lord. Both of them are transcendentally promoted. The only difference is that a devotee goes directly to the spiritual planets and becomes an associate of the Lord, whereas demons are promoted to Brahmaloka, the impersonal effulgence of the Lord. Both of them, however, are transcendentally promoted. The Lord's killing or annihilating the demons is not exactly like his nature. He is nirguna, above modes of material nature. His name is not material. Otherwise, how would one get liberation by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Rama? The names of the Lord are like Krishna and Rama are non-different from the person Krishna and Rama. Just as a materialistic person endeavors a lot just to satisfy his family members, Gajendra, we may think that we are in an enjoyable situation, but suddenly a calamity can disturb us, and that time we are helpless. The Lord is described here as Atma Pradipa. And the Lord is like the sun, which illuminates everything and cannot be illuminated by anyone. Therefore, if one is serious about understanding the Supreme, one must receive enlightenment from him, as instructed in the Bhagavad Gita. One cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead by one's physical, mental, or intellectual powers.
So I'm going to present the text 17. So out of the 29 slokas, 3 to 29, one of the important which I felt, this is like Madrik Prapanna Pashupasha Vimokshanaya Muktya Bhuri Karunaya Namolayaya Swam Sena Sarvatanu Brin Manasi Pratita Pratyagdrishe Bhagavate Bruhate Namaste. So here Madrak. Madrak means like me, Prapanna, surrendered. Gajendra is saying Pashu means animal. I am an animal, I am surrendered to you. Okay, now how is my situation? Pasha, I am tied, entangled in this problem, right? So who can save me? Vimokshanaya, whoever is not whoever untied can save me. Okay, anyone, if I am in trouble, anyone is not in trouble will save? No. Muktaya, who is uncontaminated, uncontaminated only can release me from this pasha. Muktaya, already liberated, or he who is uncontaminated by the material nature. Okay, he is I am in trouble, whoever unable to so vimokshanaya, somebody have to release me. But if he is muktaya, if he is liberated, then why he have to liberate me? Because he is bhuri karunaya. It is who is unlimitedly merciful. And Namo Alaya. And he is not only Buri Karunaya, he is Karunaya, but he is accessible also. Namo Alaya. This I just wanted to give an example. If I need $30,000, so I want to solve a problem. So who can save me? A friend, whoever can give me, like who have more than $30,000 can help me. So if he is $30,000, he have also, he need not help. But if he can, he is like Bhuri Karnaya, means he should be okay. He should be having that. Okay, I should help him. That mentality should be there. After having that mentality also, Namo Alaya, he should be in the reachable condition. He can help me. He is very he is very generous towards me. But if he is not accessible to me, what is the use? So Namo Alaya. But this Supreme Personality of Godhead is not like that. He is very much accessible. We will see little later how he is more accessible. And Swansena. Swansena means your partial feature as Paramatma. He is staying in Sarva Tanu Brin. Sarva means of all, Tan Brin, the living entities embodied in the material nature. He is exist in all and all living entities as Paramatma. Pratita, Pratyak Drishe, as a direct observer. He is within our heart, within every living entity, and he is witnessing our activities. I am praying to that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such a wonderful prayer. Like he is saying that he is the only one, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is in all living entities as Paramatma, who is witnessing my troubles, and he is very attentive. Namo Alaya, he is very attentive. And not only that, he is Buri Karunaya, he is very, very like merciful. And Muktaya, he is in a, he can do that helpful situation. And Vimokshanaya, he can release me of this pasha, whatever the clutches. So we are also like living entities. We are trapped in this body. So we also need to pray that Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I am already tied and entangled in this body. I cannot come out of this cycle of birth and death. I cannot come myself. I need someone's help. Who can do this? Not relatives, not friends, not whoever. Like only can do who can do that? Spiritual master, who will show the path, and Supreme Personality of Godhead, who will have unlimited. Here Bruhate means he is unlimited qualities, unlimited resources available with him. He only can help me. So translation quickly I read. Since an animal such as me has surrendered unto you, who are supremely liberated, certainly you will release me from this dangerous position. Indeed, being extremely merciful, you incessantly try to deliver me by your partial feature as Paramatma. You are situated in the hearts of all embodied beings. You are celebrated as direct transcendental knowledge, and you are unlimited. Bruhate. So I offer my respectable obeisances unto you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So these key points, again, I want to just reiterate what Prabhupada said in the purport. So the words of Bruhate Namaste have been explained by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura. He says that Bruhate Sri Krishnaya. So why he is saying that Bruhate Namaste, he's instead of that he wants to call this as Bruhate Shri Krishnaya. Bruhate means unlimited. Okay, so in Bhagavad Gita 10.42, but what Krishna is saying, what need is there, Arjuna, for all detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. So thus Krishna says that the entire material world is maintained by his partial representation as Paramatma. So how it is again, he is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 10.2. Aham adirhi devanam. Krishna is so before that, like Krishna is here uh, Krishna, there are like three tattvas are there. Jiva tattva, Vishnu tattva, and Shakti tattva. Among all these, Vishnu tattva is superior. So in the Vishnu tattva, like he is become a Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu and entering into the all universes, and from there he is not stopping. He is going as a Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, enter into the all living entities. So he is residing in all living entities as Paramatma. He is all pervading as well. So that is what his Swam Sena. So you are going and you are there in every living entities. So as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Aham Adirhi Devanam, Krishna is the Adi or beginning of the Devas of this material world, Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara. So Krishna is Bruhan Bhagavan with unlimited opulences. We are also all Bhagavans. We are also have some of the opulences, but our opulences are limited. But Krishna is Bruhan Bruhan Bhagavan. He have unlimited opulences. If you take all the 6 qualities, beauty, wealth, strength, or fame, renunciation, whatever we take, he is unlimited opulences. And Ishvara Parama Krishna. Krishna is the origin of everyone. Aham Sarvasya Prabhavaha. I am there in every living entity. Even Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara come from Krishna. Matta Parataram Nanyatu Kinchadasti Dhananjaya. There is no personality superior to Krishna. Krishna is mentioning that. So therefore, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying that Bhagavate Bruhate means unto Sri Krishna. Who is so if even though the Gajendra is saying Bhagavate Brahate means unto Sri Krishna, that even if not naming Sri Krishna, but the description is going to Sri Krishna only. And as per Bhagavatam 10.84.13, particularly, everyone therefore is a Pashu. In Bhagavatam it is telling everyone is Pashu, an animal. Like why every living entity is an animal? So because whoever entangled with this body and whoever identified with the body and who are going to the pilgrimage, just taking the bath in the pilgrimage and not inquiring about the not talking to the transcendental stages, they are not better than cows and ass. That is what in 10.84.13 is explaining. So in that way, we are also animal. When Gajendra is saying Pashu Pasha, so we are also like Pashu, animal, and Pasha, like he have entangled, it is like crocodile biting. We are also like identifying with various like nationalism, whatever, right? Uh, mm, Various identifying ourselves with the body and this material things. So not only of the king, not only the king of the elephants, but every one of us being attacked by the crocodile and suffering the consequences. So we are entrapped with Maya, and we are all suffering, right? Whatever the consequences, birth, death, old age, disease, all those things. So who can deliver? Only Krishna can deliver us from this material existence. Indeed, he is always trying to deliver us. So, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hriddesha Arjuna Tishtati. He is like, he is very attentive. He is always, okay, if he prays, then only I will take him to the supreme abode. No, Krishna is not like that. Even before our prayers itself, Krishna is there in our heart, and he is eagerly waiting. Prabhupada wrote this point, like he is eagerly waiting, and he wants to take take to his abode. So why he is there in our heart? So only Krishna can deliver us from the material existence. Indeed, he is always trying to deliver us. Ishvara Sharva Bhutanam Hriddesha Arjuna Tishtati. He is very attentive, and his only aim is deliver us from the material life. In 18.61, Ishvara Sharva Bhutanam, same, okay, it's a repeated point. He is within our hearts, and he is always attentive. So that's what I mean to say, not at all inattentive. And his only aim is to deliver us from this material life. It is not that he become attentive to us only when we offer prayers to him. Even before we offer prayers, he is incessantly tries to deliver us. He is never lazy in regard to our deliverance. Therefore, these verses says, Bhuri Karunaya, Namol Ayaya. So he is very attentive and very merciful. Even we are before prayers, he wants to take who is it is normal. It is not normal mercy. It is Bhuri Karunaya, unlimited mercy. He is there. Only thing we'll see then, it is the causeless mercy of Supreme Personality, Supreme Lord, that he always tries to bring us back home, back to Godhead. God is liberated, we know that, and he tries to make us liberated. But although he is constantly trying, what happening? We refuse to accept his instruction. Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja. He already given that, but we are not accepting his instruction. So nonetheless, he has not become angry. He is constantly trying. We are ignoring, but he is not become angry. So therefore, he is described here as Bhuri Karunaya, unlimitedly merciful in delivering us from this miserable material condition of life and taking us back home, back to Godhead. So one more point I want to say, like even though, so that's why Prabhupada says that Indradyumna in Indradyumna, like Gajendra's previous birth, he is very scholar, he knows all prayers, and even though, as Samanvitha mentioned in her slide, even though fall down, and Krishna gives intelligence to give the path and intelligence to come back. So we also utilize this human birth. Who knows what we are going to be in our next life? So these prayers will be helpful. So Prabhupada says that in the purports, we need to know at least minimum prayers like Jai Radha Madhava and Namaste Narasimhaya. And on top of that, if we don't know all these things also, Hare Krishna Mahamantra also helps. If we can chant that mantra, that will also help. So key points we understood in Gajendra prayers.
Elephants cannot fight with the crocodile in the water. It would have been killed in minutes if it's on earth. So Prabhupada is saying, if one cannot perform bhakti in one ashram, they need to change the ashram and perform
Bhakti.
But one cannot give up the fight with Maya. In text 3, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the supreme platform on which everything rests. Nonetheless, he is different from the cause and result. They established the Achintya Beda.
You want to describe?
So there is one the example of the pot. So the earthen pot is on earth, and it is made of earth, and it's made on a potter wheel, which is also an expansion of earth, and it is made in the house of the potter, which is like on the earth, and it's made by the potter, which he's surviving with the crops given by earth. So it's like us, we are made of Krishna, and we are we are the part and parcel, and we are on Krishna, like everything rests upon him, and then he gives us the thing, he gives us all the things, but he is still a different person. So if we do any misdeeds, we can escape from our surroundings, but not by the Paramatma who is residing in our bodies, witnessing and he awards the fruits accordingly. If we desire some material sense gratification, even though it is bad for us, the Lord sanctions according to our wish and material world facilitates. If we desire bhakti, the Supreme Lord gives us enlightenment. Within that, we will uplift and provide spiritual abode and go back to the spiritual kingdom. In 17th sloka, he is proven as the supreme deliverer. He is shelter for Sakama and
Nishkama devotees. Thank you. That's all for today's.
Thank you very much, SatyaRupa Prabhu and Samanvitha. And thank you, Rasmai Mataji, for supporting them. It was really a very excellent presentation. Samanvitha, your key points were very good and very nice recitation. You have such a beautiful voice. And Prabhu, very nice key points and very nice verse you picked. And I really liked how you picked the verse and word by word you explained the meaning. That's I tend to skip the word by word part, so that was really very nice learning for me as well. The key points were very good and very important, that bhakti is something which will continue life after life. Like how Gajendra remembered his previous birth, bhakti, the prayers he remembered, we also need to learn our prayers. And also how the Supreme Lord is so merciful. Even though we don't follow any instructions, he is still very kind to us. So a lot of very good points. Thank you very much, Prabhu, Mataji, and Samanvitha. Hare Krishna. Thank you, devotees, for joining today. We will see you all next week. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
It was wonderful, SatyaRupa Prabhu and Samanvitha. Mataji, thanks for supporting them.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.